Are we prepared?
Thank you.
Oh no, not the evil anime laugh.
Thank you.
Terrible. Oh yeah.
I'm not going to use that.
Yeah, please.
I'm not.
I mean, I don't mind adding. I don't mind.
Amazing!
Amazing.
Amazing!
Hello there, people. Welcome to episode 7 of the KJ&A podcast. I'm Kevin, the K.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. Hi, folks.
What you don't see is it's really funny. He's actually waving.
Yeah.
And this is audio entertainment.
Sorry. It's a force of habit. I like to wave when I say, hi.
Dopey's. Oh, now he's waving at the wall. That's adorable.
Hey, you guys.
All right. So, episode 7 this week we did Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop.
Sada no yo ni kotoba ga wakiagaru.
Someone practiced.
A little bit.
We're going to actually try a format a little bit different this week because, we're trying to get better. We're trying to do things a little easier, after listening back to the other episodes. I think maybe it's a good idea for us to do a change. Me and Jay talked about it,
Yeah. We don't want to just rehash a story for you. We want you to form your own opinion of it, not just by our review, but by going back and watching it yourself. So, we're going to just jump through. We're going to make it nice and flowy.
Yeah, we're going to talk
and
about...
have some fun.
Yeah, talk about the parts that we enjoyed, the parts that stood out to us.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we will probably tell you the ending, so spoiler alert, as usual, on every freaking podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But, we're just going to tell the parts that we enjoyed, and we would love for you to listen for yourself, and then email us and tell us, or post on one of our posts and let us know what you think about it. Like what your thoughts were on it. Was your opinion different than ours? Maybe you caught something that we didn't bring up. Like Jay always loves to do with all the deep intellectual shit that I do not catch, and he somehow always catches it. Maybe there's something that neither of us caught at all.
Well,
that
I can't even say that for this one because unlike some of our past installments, this one was literally style-wise, it's a slice of life romantic comedy drama.
Okay, that's definitely not something that we've done before.
No,
but that's honestly why I picked it, because I just wanted to see
something very normal,
something different, like how we would treat something that's. I mean, let me tell you, I got 2 minutes into this podcast and I went, "What have I done?"
I mean, that's fair. Watching this one was just like watching any other anime for me, but at the same time, I'm normally into something that's like sci-fi or fighting based, or
like you want something actiony.
Yeah, I'm action. I'm always into action stuff.
No, I agree. I'm the same way.
Or sometimes those ones with the crazy twists.
Yes. I want something action, or I want a really, really good story. It doesn't have to have action.
Right.
If there's a story that hooks me, and I'm in, and I want that. That's I'm trying to think of a movie that I've seen where it was hardly any action, but the story was phenomenal. That kept me hooked, and my brain has decided that it's out of order for right now. All my SpongeBob's are on break.
SquarePants.
So yeah. So apparently I can't think of one, but we're in shutdown. All I can think is the fucking like I don't wear shoes, but sometimes I like to wear this sock on me ghostly tail.
I swear to God. I mean, even talking about SpongeBob, I mean, they had some great voice actors in that.
Oh my God, that show! My
fucking
kids,
Clancy Brown, God damn it!
When my kids were younger,
Clancy Brown.
there was only. I remember my oldest. There was only one show he was like 2, and he ran around like crazy, and he was a little. I love him. He's a pain in my ass, but he ran around like crazy nonstop, and the only thing that he sat still for was SpongeBob. And about to show my age, this is when On Demand first came out, so there was like maybe 7 or 8 things that you could pick to watch on demand, and it was 2 episodes of SpongeBob they had on demand, and we watched those 2 episodes on repeat constantly to get that kid to shut the fuck up.
Lord.
Hello, feelings, and a wonderful time. Ha ha! Living in the sunlight, loving in the sunlight, having a wonderful time.
Yep. Nope. I mean, don't get me wrong. I babysat for at least a year and some change, and yeah, SpongeBob was one of the shows we went through from like start to whatever streaming service had.
Who's hungry?
That was like season 7. I was like, what? There's 7 seasons? There's more than 7 seasons?
Oh my god!
Holy crap!
Anyways, fucking SpongeBob aside.
Yeah.
Words bubble up like soda pop. Give me some background because I know you got it.
All right, so IMDb scored it 6.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 100%, but of course Rotten Tomatoes they only had like 6 reviews, so that's why they have 100%.
It was like the dude who wrote its mom, his sister.
My anime list 7.4 out of 10, and Google users 86%. So
out of how many reviews on that?
I did not check that part.
Oh.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
No, it's fine, but it seems like I don't know. That's
seems weird.
Okay, maybe it's just because it's not my style. That's why I'm not
right.
Crazy. I mean, maybe if you're into that rom-com, like, oh my god, are they or aren't they? Like, will they? Won't they?
Oh no. Yeah.
Like this fucking Jim and Pam from The Office for the first 4 seasons.
Oh god.
I said that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
There was not. There's maybe one time in this whole show I can think of where I went, ha.
Oh,
slightly funny.
Directed by Kyohei Ishiguro, who also worked on Bright, Samurai Soul, which is on Netflix. Came out last year.
Do I need to write that on the list of movies we need to watch?
I mean, if you really want to.
That's up to you.
I mean, I've watched it. I thought it was okay, but you would have to watch the Bright live movie.
Nope. All right, so
there
moving
you go. Let's see.
Don't look like I have time for that shit.
I mean, character design by Yukiko Aike.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do with character design.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a boy, and he has 2 boyfriends. There's gonna be a big one and a small one, and then we're gonna have a girl, and she's gonna have 2 friends, and they're gonna be a big one and a small one, and then they're both gonna have parents. Yeah. Done.
Basically, and then don't forget the daycare.
The old man, Fujiyama.
Fujiyama. But the whole daycare, not just
the
just
entire
Fujiyama.
old people daycare, the innocuous old people.
Yeah. So, premise wise, let's talk a little bit about the plot. The plot is very simple.
Smile for me.
Yeah. So we've got Koichi Cherry. I put that in quotations. Sorry, you can't see my air.
They said that was because his surname was Cherry Blossom or Sakura.
Yeah,
Sakura means cherry blossom.
Yeah.
So they called this dude Cherry.
Yeah.
I thought it was just because he walked around in a pink shirt, but nope.
Nope, not at all. Nope, that's not why. It's his last name. Oh no. And then you have, they just called her Smile.
Well, no, her name was Yuki.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, Smile or Yuki.
Primarily Smile.
Yeah. They called her Smile because, ironically,
she's got buck teeth.
She got buck teeth and she had braces. And I guess before she had braces, she was Smile for, she was an influencer.
Yeah, internet.
But I don't understand why, if she had the braces on, I mean, before she had the braces, obviously she had the buck teeth.
Right.
And they weren't an issue before because she was fucking Smile.
Right. Exactly. So now you
telling me before she could smile without showing her teeth?
Well, looking at the movie now, and you see her dad in that
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
And you're like, yeah, we see exactly
Damn.
where she got those fucking buck teeth from. Thanks, Pops.
Yeah.
Good job, guy.
And he's like, what are you talking about?
Passing on my bad genetics to you.
And doing my genetics, little girls.
Terrible.
And let me tell you,
Terrible.
those girls' rooms,
Yeah.
larger than the whole fucking rest of the house.
Yeah.
They had like a kitchen that was the size of, a walk-in closet.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they had a living room that was also the size of 2 walk-in closets. And then their room was 2 stories.
So, I guess my question is, because normally in the Japanese culture, it's a minimalist standpoint. So, how are they getting such huge rooms? Who has a profession that pays for that kind of?
Yeah, what the
room?
fuck does her dad do?
Apparently not much, because he was just sitting at that dinner table looking at his phone like, whatever.
Every time. And what was every wife in that story doing?
No phone
Cooking.
at the fucking table.
Yeah.
And
Cooking.
Yeah.
And they cooking dinner. That's the only time we saw them. They
Yeah.
cooking dinner and complaining about the bat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Cherry's mom. And I was like, and you find in the story that the reason that Cherry is working at this adult daycare inside this mall is because his mom has this back injury and she's out, so he takes her place and he's working there for the summer, even though they're moving. So I'm like, at the same time, why are you so
concerned
employed
about that? Like, what do you need to do that's so fucking important? Like, is he getting that money? Obviously not.
Obviously not. Which I'm still sitting here like, how are you switching places with your son who doesn't actually work
That's
here?
not how that shit works. Just
No.
maybe it does in Japan.
I don't.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I know here, if I was sick and my oldest son came in and was like, "Can I work for my dad?" They'd look at him like,
no.
"Are you out of your fucking mind?"
Yeah, because that's a liability. You're a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Are you-
underage.
Are you out of your fucking mind? No, my kids are not underage anymore.
Well,
Neither are my
not-
boys.
No, not
They're old
yours,
pains
but I'm
in my
saying,
ass.
but
I love them,
In the case of these two kids.
but they're old enough for me to punch them in the face.
Fair enough.
I love you.
Ha!
Oh, love them so much.
Why, Daddy? Why?
You're hired coming.
You've got another thing coming.
I've got another thing coming. All right, so these characters in this movie, you talked about the. I'll talk about the fucking art style because that's what I'm always into.
Yeah.
And the fucking art style, man, I really feel like I have to accentuate with a bunch of fucking adjectives. See, there's another one.
Hey, adjectives. Now, don't talk with your hands because they can't see that. Apparently.
You're right. I am talking with my hands.
No waves.
But anyways,
Oh.
he's waving. Character development, it was pastel colors, and if it wasn't pastel, it was neon.
Yes. Yes.
And
it was very bright.
the entire thing took place in either Cherry's apartment or Yuki's or Smile's apartment, and
or the mall.
and the
later on.
Fukushima record store.
Yes. Yes.
And that was it. And I mean, like, the art style, I didn't really like it, even though, like, color palette's a choice that so I can try and get past that. But I like smooth animation where, like, I want them to add in as many frames as possible in between. You know what I mean? And it felt like everything there skipped around. Like, there's one difference between when, like in animation, you see someone get excited and they cut from I'm kneeling to standing up and then waving their arms or whatever.
Right.
That's a style choice when they're excited. Fine. But every freaking movement in it,
yeah.
that's the shit I'm picky about. That's the shit I'm picky
That's fair because you do want, especially a film, to run better.
Yeah, I
than
want
a
the high
show.
quality.
Now, as far as our cast, now it was hard to find every cast member's name. Like I could find the entire Japanese cast names, but I could not find the entire English cast names.
We're available for hire. If you just contact us at kjnapodcast@gmail.com, we will do your voice acting as well.
Yes, if you do like our voices, if you've listened to our episodes, you know that we have a range. So please.
We're selling ourselves.
Hey, I'm fine being a little bit of an internet whore. I got
What's
bills.
that? No
I got
lube?
bills.
Very well. Pants down. Let's get it down. Go to town.
Oh no. I didn't sign up for this.
Pants down. Go
I
to
was
town.
just selling my voice, not my body.
No.
Stop it. Stop it.
You started.
Stop it. Nope.
Anyway, so we have Ivan Monk playing. Yeah, Ivan Muck. M-O-K. Ivan Muck playing Cherry. Kim Wong as Yuki. Sam Lavagnino is Beaver. Which, some of these names were just odd. Like Beaver.
They didn't even try. They didn't even
literally
say...
a character named Japan. Japan. Yeah. When we saw that scene.
Is it the bigger guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's his name, Japan?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think they only said it one time, and I missed it, and I was like, I'm not rewinding.
No,
this shit.
yeah, when you saw it, and you were like, I want to get Japan to play this, and you were like, the whole fucking country?
All of them at once?
No, it was just one person, played by Marcus Toji, Yasuyuki, a.k.a. Tough Boy, with a Tough Boy shirt.
Oh, my God. When I saw him, and I was like, what's his name? They were like, oh, it's Tough Boy. And then he turned around, and I was like, oh, shit, it literally says Tough Boy on his shirt.
Andrew Kishino, Julie, Victoria Grace, Mari, Yuki Luna, Akiko Fujiyama, Ping Wu, and Tsubaki Fujiyama, Kim My Guest. Yeah, literally, Kim My Guest. Not Be My Guest, Kim My Guest.
Kim My Guest. Kim My Guest.
And then you have Miyuki Ratana.
You didn't even give a shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, given I did love Beauty and the Beast, not as much.
You didn't even give a shit about my fucking show. Fuck you.
I did. I really did. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding with you.
No, but here's a name for you. The character or person who did Miyuki is literally named Ratana. Now, the first thing I thought of was Rattata.
Aquafina?
I was just like, oh, she's a fucking Pokemon?
Oh, shit. Is she about to evolve and eradicate?
And then Nami was Victoria Grace. So, I mean, most of these people I really don't know as far as voice actors.
Voice actors, yeah.
Yeah, and most of them don't even have a Wikipedia entry. So,
well, honestly, their voices, even though like the girl occasionally seemed to throw some sort of exclamatory whatever, it sounded like most of them were like, it sounded like people staring into a mic looking at a screenplay like, and yes, you can come into my home. Thank you. No one had emotion except Yuki.
Yeah,
I feel
Yuki had the most emotion in this movie. But both Yuki and Cherry have their social quirks.
Oh yeah, they both had social anxiety of some sort,
So,
and they played off of that a lot.
Yeah. So after looking at Cherry a little bit and seeing how he kind of was like Hibiki, but not with his audio sensitivity. It was more like he just used his headphones as a safety blanket in certain situations.
Is that something that they do in Japan frequently? Because I feel like this is the second. We've only done 7 episodes in this fucking podcast, and we've done 2
with somebody who
had an auditory thing where they didn't like loud noises, like my youngest daughter, who she's insane. If you're a little bit loud, she goes nuts.
That's
Anyways,
fair.
They have an auditory thing where they have to wear headphones, and it's not even that they're playing music. It's just to dull the sound of everyday everything. And that's what Cherry had, and that's what Hibiki had. And Bubble, yeah.
So,
which is again another Bubble title.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Netflix, get some fucking titles. Come on.
But bubbles apparently cause people to have fucking
auditory problems,
sensitivity.
So let that be known to you when you name your child, Bubble.
Yeah.
You're gonna be getting investing in headphones.
Yeah.
Some fucking Beats.
Very quick. Beats by Dre. Not saying we're promoting it, but maybe. Cool. So we've touched on cast. We've touched on the art form. Actually, some of the scenes I noticed, if they were wallpapered, you could see a kind of almost comic book dotting pattern.
Yeah. I did notice that where they did a sort of that comic booky like Andy Warhol-esque
like
comic style with the dots that blend into each other, almost like it was the old style of printing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's a style choice.
Right.
But I don't know. It skipped across so much that it kind of threw me off. But
that's fair.
those are pretty much the characters. It's like they had Yuki and her older and younger sister and her parents, and then it was Cherry and he was a only child and his parents, and then it was the old people at the home, but specifically Mr. Fujiyama.
Yeah, which is I want to say
he always walked around with an empty record case.
Yeah, the title Yamazakura, right?
It was like Zaka.
It was Yamazakura.
Was it Yamazakura?
Yeah.
The title of he carried around a record case that didn't have a CD in it, and he was looking for a CD.
So.
But I mean, we don't need to give you the details on it, but
no, I'll at least give a little bit. Because it goes from a weird focus of, all right, these two kids meet each other over the summer and start getting to know each other, and Smile eventually starts working at the same daycare.
She only started working there because
of Cherry.
Because Cherry was working there and she got interested in him, but they only met because Beaver bumped into them while stealing shit. Because Beaver, literally the entire movie, is tagging everything, like graffiti everywhere. And Cherry is the most obnoxious motherfucker ever because all he does is speak in haikus. Haikus everywhere. Now, he doesn't only speak in haikus, but 90% of the fucking movie is someone speaking in a fucking haiku. And they're not even good.
Yeah, let me share one
Oh boy,
haiku.
here we go.
Timestamp 19 seconds. Lasts until 50 seconds. Apartment with fresh ivy. We're in number 305. Far across the sky above the green rice paddies is the dwindling sun. The water stider leaves. A ripple on the water surface. Our summer clothes match the rice paddies in my hometown. Yeah.
Haiku is 575. So maybe that's 575, 575, 575.
Bruh, I couldn't even tell you. I just read this shit and I was like, this is not cool. I don't. The imagery here is terrible.
And it's like that Beaver kid, who is a friend of Cherry. It's Beaver in Japan are friends with Cherry, and he tags shit all over the place. And the only thing he tags is Cherry's haikus, and no one watches like.
He's got
Cherry
social media.
posts it on his social media,
but
no one ever fucking watches it,
except for his mom.
Yeah, except for Smile,
number one,
and his mom.
Yeah.
And his mom, because she's always
Number
like,
one
I'm your number one fan. And he's like, fuck
like,
you, Mom.
Even if it's not good, I'm your number one fan. Like, goddamn, Mom, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. But then Smile has a social media she logs into, and because she's so anxious about her smile, she covers her face up with a mask, but she's still doing live social media. And it's like the minute she logs in, the likes and comments that she gets are just like the entire time that she's online. Non-stop.
So folks, that's kind of what we're looking for.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Just because I have broad and great ambitions doesn't mean I need to stop myself.
No, that would be nice. But you know what? I'll be happy if we just keep doing this because I'm having a good time.
Yeah,
regardless.
Great time.
But so those are the characters, and then once it gets into the different characters, like because one has an auditory problem, the other one has a problem showing her mouth because the entire movie she's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Like she won't even eat in front of people.
Now, this also came out during the COVID period.
Did it?
So
I thought it came out recently.
Oh, okay. So initially, it was announced at Fly Dog's Inufest concert, and then it was December of 2019 that they announced that it would be in Japanese theaters by May 25th of 2020. But then it got delayed because of COVID and got pushed back to June 25th of 2021. But then it got pushed back again, which led us to the July 22nd, 2021 release date. And oddly enough, it was simultaneous, so it was worldwide and in Japanese theaters at the same time.
Oh.
So we everybody got it at the same time last year.
So I guess we've talked about the characters enough.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
I mean, that's pretty much all you really need to know about them is they're fucking stupid. But
I mean, they're unlike our past episodes. These are not people who are gifted with powers. They don't pilot mechs.
there's no action that goes in like you're
Yeah,
trying.
this is not something that is like.
Have you ever tried to listen to high schoolers have a conversation?
Yeah, this is that.
That's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, yeah.
But
have a middle schooler. I know.
but there is
hard.
But there is a basic gist, the story, because there's actually a story going on, because most of this is, like, one is socially anxious, like he cannot talk to people he doesn't know.
No, and they even show that with a scene where they get the older people to write haikus, and he writes one as well. But then
He has to stand up in front.
Yeah, she reads one from one of the older people, and then she calls on Cherry to do his, and you can and of course, like in a lot of Japanese anime or just regular cartoons, he gets red. I mean, when I say red, I mean this guy turns tomato red
From his ankles to his head. He is red.
He's like, he reads it, but he's like super soft spoken. He is so reserved. He is trying his damnedest not to lose his shit while just reading his
I used
stuff.
to be like that.
I mean, everybody's like that when they're younger, though.
Yeah, I used
I
to.
mean,
be like
some people are born literally able to be outspoken,
that.
and
Extroverted as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Some people start as introverts, and they have to slowly build upon that extrovert nature, and,
That is me.
you know, they're still still retreat back inwards afterwards.
Yeah, that's called an omnivert. That's what I am. I have my extroverted moments, and I can be extremely extroverted, but I need to retreat and be alone for a while to recover and regain stamina.
That's fair. I want to say I'm about the same way, because I cannot. I mean, I can go out in public,
Yeah.
but I cannot put myself out there.
Oh, I can go in
Too
front of a state. I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, I'd love not to give a shit, but I also have a wife who's like, stop saying that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Stop calling people sheeple.
Do what I want.
But if everybody's following one person, then technically they're a herd. Ergo, sheep. I mean, I called it like I sees it.
I calls him like I sees it. But the basic gist of the story, like, he's got the social anxiety.
Yep.
And she, like, they don't really get to an actual main part of the story. It's just, it gets to them two meeting up most
Right.
of the story. And then it gets to Mr. Fujiyama. They take him home one day and they're like, oh, he's at a record store.
Yeah, he lives
and
at a
it turns
record
out the record that he's been looking for, he runs a record store.
Yeah.
And the record isn't just a random record. It's his wife who died when his
Giving
daughter
birth to
was
his
born.
Yeah, daughter.
And once his daughter was born, then he couldn't find the record, and he just wanted to hear his wife's voice. And so,
Yeah.
so that was, so then they both kind of agree, like, okay, we're going to figure out how the fuck we can find this.
Yeah, while they're
dis-
also working on this dance for this festival.
Yeah, they're working on a dance at the old people home. It's not daycare, the old,
like a mature
it's a daycare in a mall.
Adult daycare.
Adult daycare in a mall. That's where they work. But they're also, while they're working there, trying to figure out how they can find this guy's record.
So, what I think was funny is they seem to just employ every method and every person they can come across to help in this endeavor.
Yeah, they go all over the place.
Yeah, I mean,
And everyone's more than willing to help. Like, there's not one bad person in this show, except, like, maybe Tough Boy at the very beginning.
yeah.
But for the rest of the time, it's just everyone is so helpful.
So, what did they call? Because it was not just a regular record, because it also had
It was a portrait record because there was a picture on the front and the back.
right, which is why the case had a big circle. Even though when we talked about it,
Yeah, we were like every case has a circle in the middle.
cut out in the center, so you can see a little bit of either art or like the tracks
Yeah.
on the actual little sticker that's in the dead center. So we're like, what the hell?
What?
I
This isn't
yeah, we're
something
old.
special.
We know what fucking records are and
You know what
vinyl.
vinyls? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, vinyl's made a huge comeback. Fuck. I was there when my grandparents had that shit. Guess what? It was amazing. Fucking records are great.
So, I mean, the basic gist of the story is that's them two, and they're searching for this record the whole time.
Yep.
And they, I mean, you know, spoiler alert, they find the record.
Yeah. Behind a refrigerator.
Behind a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you kind of saw that coming. That was
from one of the
after
scenes.
the dude found a book he liked.
Right.
Beside something hidden, and then saw that shit coming.
Yeah.
At the end of the story, they end up finding, you know, he ends up moving away. Cherry's moving away the entire time, but he does not tell.
Yeah, he doesn't tell
Smile,
anybody.
even though they're hanging out together every day, all day. He does not tell her until basically 2 days before.
Yeah, so what I found funny was just like Hibiki and Uta from Bubble, that Cherry stopped. I mean, he would still wear his headphones, but he was not putting them on.
Yeah.
When he was with Smile.
Yeah.
So, I similarity there. But then, as soon as he tells Cherry, or that Cherry finds out that he's moving, because it comes to light in a weird instance, because they find the record the night before, and here's a scene. So Smile's got it, and she's
oh my god!
God, she's holding it so willy nilly, and she goes out to I guess from the record store to right beside the record store where Cherry is, and they're talking, and she's showing him that it's two-sided, but she's just handling it so haphazardly.
Jay and I were watching this part together,
God,
and we were both like, "Put the CD down.
Stop it.
Put the vinyl down."
Hold it with both hands.
Both hands. Put it back down.
And
Go
then
inside.
she
and
flips
put
it with
down.
one hand. We're like, what the fuck are you doing? You just found it. It's going to break.
We were both just
We were freaking the fuck out.
Put it down.
We
What
got,
the fuck are you
this
doing?
was probably the most invested we were in this entire movie.
Yes. It was. She had the CD and she had the vinyl in her hand, and she was outside talking to Cherry, trying to convince him to go to see the fireworks with her.
Because the
And
back of the album
she
has the fireworks displayed on it.
Yeah.
With
the other side had
has
his wife on it.
Yeah.
And but they were like, she's like flipping that CD, that vinyl back and
We were
forth,
flipping
hanging
out,
it in her
man.
hand like it's no big deal, and we're just like, put it down,
Yeah.
put it down,
Yeah.
put it down, put it down,
This is
put it down.
Now, people, I want you to notice, in any story, if someone starts talking about having a happy life, that's when that motherfucker's gonna die. Go ahead. Test me on this theory. Look at every fucking time somebody dies on The Walking Dead. Oh, I'm gonna have a great life. And dead.
I have a plan for what I'm gonna do. Finally,
Dead.
I'm gonna be
You have no plan.
I'm gonna be an engineer when I grow up.
Dead. Nope. Don't talk about the future. Just keep that shit to yourself. Shut the fuck up.
But anyways, she fucks around with this fucking vinyl, and then he walks around, and then she sets it on the deck, and she's
And
like,
she sees
"Oh,
it. She's
it's a little
warped.
warped. I wonder if I can flatten it." And me and Jay are like,
No!
"Don't
And
do it."
And she's like, all right, and we're gonna slowly press here and plack. And we like, shit. It fucking happened.
It's
We
been
knew
an
this shit was gonna
hour
happen.
of trying to find this fucking record.
Hour? Dude, like a couple of days.
No, I mean for us.
Yeah,
It was an
yeah.
hour of watching them trying to figure
Yeah.
out and deduce their way to this fucking record. And then they get it and she breaks it. I'm like, God damn it.
And then, no, not
And not
just,
only
not
does
just
she
that
crack
one
it that
spot.
one time, yeah.
But as soon as Cherry pops up, she flips the fuck around and throws her hands down on the fucking vinyl, snaps that bitch into multiple pieces.
Oh my God.
And then they literally pan back to behind her, and you can see it shattered.
It's just in pieces. And,
And
you're like,
she-
God.
This dumb,
This bitch.
ignorant motherfucker.
But that's the whole goal. I mean, they end up finding another one.
Yeah.
We don't need to tell you the details on
No,
that. But they
no,
find
we're
another
gonna
one.
because that would be too much. That would be too much.
And it was really nice that the dude got to hear his wife's voice.
Oh yeah, it was really nice. Literally, the insert song was Yamazakura.
Oh, is that the name of the
That's
actual song? itself?
literally the name of the song, and by city pop artist Taiko Unuki.
And I wasn't expecting, like a hard rock song or some shit. It was a girl singing something really nice.
It was-
and it was a good song. It was
And
quality.
I like the flashback.
Yeah, the flashback was nice, and
Really
the
nice.
lyrics weren't terrible, unlike
No.
all of his fucking haikus. which were
like the last fucking
break.
haiku that he confesses to Smile that he loves
Yamazukara.
her. Yeah, like, bro. Yeah,
Yamazukara. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I know it was iambic pentameter. Thank you for.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
You're welcome. While we were watching it.
Yeah, because
because he was getting a little grumpy, and so I had to be like, it's iambic pentameter.
Because he kept fucking saying it.
He did.
I'm sorry. I used to get shit in fucking school whenever I started the sentence with the same fucking word. Yeah, you can't say it like that. What the fuck are you talking about? I just did it. Guess what? People in higher fucking positions than me do the same fucking shit, get paid more, and guess what? They get the fuck away with it. So you can suck my dick. I'm sorry if that was too just blatant for you, but yes.
Shalom upon it, sir.
I am sorry. Every English teacher I ever had, if I kept doing the same shit over and over and over again, my bad. But guess what? People who do that shit get paid shit tons. So tell me who's doing it real wrong here.
I'm not even gonna give away the ending to this one because honestly, if you want to go through it, you go nuts, buddy. Yeah. I mean, maybe the rom-com is your type. I'm not saying it's a terrible movie if you're into that shit. I am not into it. I struggled to keep up with it.
Like not every rom-com hits the same.
No, there are certainly rom-coms that are funny.
Yeah,
but there wasn't anything in this movie that like made me laugh aside from the very beginning when Cherry comes up to, I don't know if you saw that part, Mr. Fujiyama, because Fujiyama's just wandering the mall.
Nope, I hadn't seen that part.
Yeah, and he was out in the fields, and Cherry comes up to him, he's like, Mr. Fujiyama, we're gonna take it, and he acts like he doesn't even hear him, and he just goes,
what the fuck?
Yeah, and Cherry's like, oh, Jesus.
That's fair.
That was the funniest part. I was like, oh shit, is that his grandpa? This motherfucker's gonna be funny as hell.
No,
no, he got sick.
Nah. It's still the best part for me was the whole record thing where we just like fucking freaking out.
Oh, where we were both intense, like, oh my god,
she's gonna fucking break it. She's gonna fucking break it. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be a worthless effort. Because of her.
It was like the good and the bad. The good and the bad. That was the worst and the best part. Was her breaking that record. Me, you both were on the edge of our seat, like,
what the fuck?
Don't you do it, bitch! Don't you do it! Don't you fucking do it!
So if you're like us, you will get highly invested, literally, in that scene. If nothing else touches you about this movie, that will get you.
And all she's trying to do is ask this motherfucker to
go see the fireworks with her.
And we're like, fuck the fireworks.
Yeah.
Put that record down.
Please.
You've been searching for that thing for a month.
That man is trying to hear his wife's voice so he does not forget her.
And everyone inside, while they're out there talking,
I'm still sitting here
are
like, why?
setting up the record player and setting up the speakers.
Like everything
and she's
looked
out
like
there
it was
with the
fine.
record, talking and flinging that bitch around
It looked like it was perfectly fine.
Yes.
Why are you holding it right now?
Go put it back inside.
You literally could have had it sitting right on the goddamn player.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah, instead you took it out with you,
so
and
you
then she's flipping that bitch around like she's a sign.
Because it's two-sided. I got to show you the fireworks so I can ask you about the fireworks. No, that's unnecessary. It's fucking
on the other side. No one cares. It says she's flipping that bitch around like it's one of those people with the sign flippers.
Oh god.
That's how she was doing it with that record. And we're just like, stop it. And you know what? Afterwards, she feels bad. She glues that shit together and she's crying. And you know what? Good. Let her ass cry.
It's fucking well deserved. You fucking caused trouble.
You sat on that bitch and broke it. After this old man's been searching for that shit for like 40 fucking years, and your ass sat on it after finally finding it.
So fucking terrible.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, do you feel bad? Good. You're the worst. You're the fuck. Why are you outside playing with it?
Exactly.
Why are you outside playing with it?
Be a responsible person.
Fuck you, Smile.
God damn.
I'm sorry.
So mean.
I'm sorry, how old are you? Oh, you're still in school? What are you, like 15? Fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. You dancing around with that fucking record. Like, my kids were outside playing with the record, and I knew that it was like my grandmother's last time to hear her husband or some shit's voice, and they were outside playing with it like it was a goddamn frisbee.
And friggin' Tough Boy ends up being Fujiyama's friggin' grandson.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and he's a little a-hole, but he's always got a cat on his shoulder once he goes home.
Yeah.
But his mom's cool.
Yeah.
And his grandpa's cool, but he's a little prick.
Yeah.
But oh my god, play. That is the worst part. So fucking, that is, if you can take any TLDR on this fucking podcast today, it's that this bitch Smile fucking with that record. I'll break your ass.
Damn. Don't look when you see it. Don't be her. Don't be her.
No.
You finally find something. Guess what? Put it down.
Okay.
Walk the fuck away. Regale it. Take pictures. Play it. Record it. Whatever. But walk the fuck away. Don't manhandle that shit.
No, you
Don't
put that shit
manhandle
down
it.
and you leave it alone. All right, you know what? I'm tired of talking about this record. You know what? I'm gonna get into our fucking ratings
Okay.
of this shit.
Okay.
Because you know, I'm gonna give it a 4.
A 4.
4 out of 10 bullshitty records. That's what I'm gonna give it because I thought. I mean, there wasn't really much that hooked me in except for that whole record part.
Yeah,
that was the
that's-
only
that's
time where I was
really-
invested in this whole movie. I mean, it seemed like none of the voice actors were into it the entire time. They just did not seem in, like, even Yuki's character.
Yeah.
When she did voices, she had times where she sounded like she was sort of into it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, it's like when I tell my daughter to go hug her grandmother.
There.
She pretends like she's into it.
There.
She ain't into it.
That's fair. As for me, you know what?
And I gave it slightly more than a Tranger. Because 1, fuck it, Tranger.
Fuck you, Tranger.
2,
I try. You know,
I got
tried.
invested.
We tried with it.
Well, I don't want to talk about it right now. I want to lead a happy night.
I'm gonna go to bed happy.
I'm going to go to bed happy. I don't want to talk
think
about that
shit.
train wreck of a fucking anime.
I'm gonna give it a 4.8. I'm gonna give it a 4.8.
4.8?
I'm gonna give it a
Okay.
4.8 because I know you didn't like the art style, but it is very prevalent right now in cinema for anime. So it's
Is that the thing now?
look at there's another movie called Promare, which features some CGI, cell shading, and a very similar art style to this.
See, I feel kind of like it's almost like what they did with Teen Titans, and they went to Teen Titans Go. It's like because then it's like every fucking cartoon now they're just redoing it and making it in that cheaper art style.
No, because I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me finish my rating first.
Please. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So I mean, I like that, and yeah, even for a slice of life comedy drama,
Drama?
dramedy.
Dramedy? Yeah, right. If you want to go with something old school.
Ooh, not fucking Betty White. Love you, Betty White. R.I.P.
I'm thinking Betty Boop.
Jesus, get your mind right.
I'm so sorry. Betty White, I love you.
Yeah, we sang that.
We sure did. We
sang
sang
that.
"Thank You for Being a Friend" at karaoke the week that
yeah,
Betty
literally,
White died because
literally right after she passed.
I love her so much.
But yeah, the art form not terrible. Story okay. Summer love.
I feel like if you're into the rom-coms, maybe, but even then, I feel like there wasn't much to go on.
No,
because there was never that tension between them.
No, you know, like I said, it's supposed to be a summer love story, but at the same time, it's more of a reclaiming his past while they're trying to figure out their future. So her with her social anxiety and trying to cover her face, growth when she finally embraces at the end, and then him for finally at the end also embracing his social anxiety and getting on the mic and doing his haiku even though it was fucking long as shit.
Yeah. There's no such thing. But
You know, it was you know, everything just kind of melded at the end because even Fujiyama, you know, he got to dance to his wife's song, finally, you know, hearing it again and reclaiming that past that he thought he was going to forget because he was hell-bent that he was going to forget if he did not hear it at least one more time.
Yeah.
So it kind of tugged at my heartstrings on that one.
I understand that, but I feel like there wasn't much like if it's some sort of rom-com or it's supposed to be about these two's relationship, I feel like there wasn't much tension between them, you know what I mean? Like there wasn't that will they, won't they? At the end he's like, I like you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, the one part, like I said, that kind of would denote that was Smile finding out that he was moving and him having not told her. And
Yes,
then when
and she got upset and he started crying.
Yeah, and she just walks the fuck off, cold-hearted shit, and he's sitting there like...
She can very obviously hear his ass.
And he friggin' put his headphones on and wept, and knees on the ground wept. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah, yeah, so...
I mean, she also broke her fucking record at that point, so... Yeah, she cold-hearted.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, you broke the record, but you just gonna be mad at him because he didn't tell you that he was gonna move. So because of because he said he was gonna go to the fireworks with you, that he can't go to the fireworks.
No, he didn't say anything. I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think he said.
No, he did not. He did not. Yeah, he did not actually because he was more like in the moment of the record than anything else. So, I'll stick with my 4.8. But what were we talking about?
You were just rambling on until you remembered what you were going to say, weren't you?
No. What?
Oh, God.
Now the best excuse ever. What happened was...
Okay.
Because I was like, let me finish my rating and get
Okay,
all
that's your rating. Okay, I understand your rating, but for me, it didn't feel like there was a tension that should be with any romantic comedy. There wasn't that, like, oh my God, could they? Is this the moment that they kiss? Is this the moment that they do so? No, there was none of that.
No.
There was no tension whatsoever. He said, I like you, and she's like, hooray! The end.
All right, so to go back into the Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans thing.
Yeah. It was Teen Titans. Yeah.
No. So you remember Thundercats, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then they remade Thundercats.
Yeah, I remember that. I think it was one season worth, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was might have almost been 2. I can't remember. But then they made another one that was just like Teen Titans Go, and it was super shitty looking.
I feel.
It was either Thundercats Roar or something like that. I cannot remember the title exactly.
Oh my God!
But it looked
so
terrible.
Thinking about it.
Yes, be angry because even though Teen Titans Go does not seem great, kids fucking love that shit.
Okay, there has been a couple episodes of Teen Titans Go I've seen that my kids are watching that made me literally laugh out loud.
Yeah,
like
they're
fucking Leg Day.
It's still hilarious.
Leg Day. Funny as shit. I'm still angry that they didn't continue. I'm still angry they didn't continue with the original Teen Titans story because I want to know what's going on and all that shit.
Okay.
But Teen Titans Go, for what it is, if they just didn't have original Teen Titans and just went straight to Teen Titans Go, that would be phenomenal.
Now, we've seen that. Yeah, I know we're very off topic right now. We were supposed to be.
No, this is the end of the fucking podcast. Who gives a shit? Go on.
Okay, fine. So you see that, Teen Titans Go to the movies. So you see that Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go do not actually work simultaneously. They're in separate dimensions.
Oh, yeah, because that gamer dude on the Teen Titans Go. Yeah, I've seen that episode, too.
Not arcade, some shit.
Yeah, who gives
we
a
don't
shit?
we don't
I don't care.
Anyway, so yeah, they're not, subsequent.
Right.
So they're not a subsequent
Multiverse
series.
of Madness in
Yeah,
DC.
exactly. So what I see is that Teen Titans Go is, right now, their heavy comedy series.
Right.
But they're also running Young Justice, which is
heavy serious.
Which is heavy series, exactly. So you still have a Teen Titan-ish series, but it does not have the same cast of characters.
Okay. But then what does that have to do with fucking words bubble up like soda pop?
Because of we were talking about art style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the art style.
Because you were talking about Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
And then we went into the Thundercats with their devolution from the 80s to early 2000s to
I'd rather
what the fuck
watch
ever.
the fucking 80s.
Bro, if now the things they've brought back from the 80s, one of the things I really would love them to bring back is Silverhawks. I would love. Fuck yes.
Yeah, I remember some Silverhawks. They were like the Thundercats of space.
Because they even had it playing on Toonami for a little bit. So,
Okay. Hold on. This is a KJBS topic.
Yeah. We're literally we're bridging.
Going into some
We're
shit.
bridging. So
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop.
We gotta stop.
Yes.
But words bubble up like soda pop. What, I give it a 4?
You gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.8.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yamazakuras?
if you're into the rom-coms or some shit, go nuts on it.
Yeah, have fun.
Do you have any idea what our next one's gonna be?
Do I? You know what? Since I brought it up, let's check out Promare.
Promare? Okay. If you're interested in what the rest of this conversation is gonna look like, you can check us out on Patreon. At KJNA Podcast.
Yeah.
And you can find us up there, and our tiers start at $2. And we would love to see you there to help improve this podcast with more better quality equipment, and maybe eventually we could do more stuff for everybody. We would love to make this a full-time job.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make this epic for you. Comic-Cons, live, everything. Everything we can do.
We love you.
We love you all. We really do.
Be good. See you next time.
Adios.
Thanks for listening to KJNA Podcast. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitter at KJNA Podcast. You can also reach us directly at our email address, kjnapodcast@gmail.com. And we also have a Patreon where you can find bonus content and opportunities to get in contact with us even more directly than by our email. You guys have a good one, have a good night, and enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.